This video demonstrates how to install a rollout shelf kit for framed cabinets with standard, width, or full overlays. Huntwood's rollout shelf kit contains a solid wood rollout shelf, 2 shelf guides, 4 rollout guide spacers, and a screw bag. The provided screw bag contains 2 types of screws. Number 8 5/8" panhead screws, which are pointed for use on wood surfaces, and SYS screws, which are flat, for use in pre-drilled shelf holes and for mounting guides to the rollout guide spacers. You will also need a drill with a number 2 Phillips bit. First, determine if the cabinet has pre-drilled shelf holes. If no holes are present, we will cover how to proceed later in this video. For installations with pre-drilled shelf holes, arrange 4 rollout guide spacers in the bottom of the cabinet, next to the shelf hole locations. Use the lowest holes available. The front holes of each rollout guide spacer should be placed to line up with the pre-drilled shelf holes. Use SYS screws to mount the rollout guide spacer, which establishes its location. Add number 8 5/8" panhead screws into the cabinet on the backside of the rollout guide spacer without pre-drilled shelf holes. Repeat this process for all rollout guide spacers. Rollout shelf guides have multiple holes to accommodate different rollout guide spacer placements. Use SYS screws to mount the rollout guide to the rollout guide spacers. Pull the shelf guide out to access the back screw holes. Use all available holes. A minimum of 2 screws per rollout guide spacer is sufficient. For installations without pre-drilled shelf holes, assemble each rollout guide with rollout guide spacers and SYS screws. Set the rollout guide spacers under the outermost screw holes in the guide and align the guides to be flushed with the rollout guide spacers. Use all 4 available screw holes on each side. The front rollout guide spacers should be placed 3/8 inch back from the face frame. If a hinge is nearby, this distance will allow it to operate without interruption. Mark the location where you would like the rollout guide spacer to rest. For bottom rollout shelf installations, mark 1/4 inch up from the bottom of the cabinet. Rear rollout guide spacers will end up about 19¼ inches from the front rollout guide spacer, center to center. Keep that in mind as you mark the height where your rear rollout guide spacer will rest. Screw the assembly into the side of the cabinet using number 8 5/8" panhead screws. Repeat this process to install the second assembly on the opposite side of the cabinet. Now that the shelf guides are in place, take the shelf, which has guide locks on the underside. Place the shelf onto the rollout guides, then slide the shelf back, snapping the guide locks into place. Test the shelf to ensure both rollout and soft close functionality.